शांत जंगल में छोटे हनुमान ने चमकता चांद देखा। उसे मीठा फल समझकर आसमान में छलांग लगाई। देवताओं ने मुस्कुराकर उन्हें धीरे से वापस लाया। थके हुए हनुमान सितारों के सपनों में खो गए।
That voice was generated 45 seconds ago. The story it's reading was generated 90 seconds ago. The app playing it was built in 47 minutes by someone who has never written a line of code. Here's how. The app, a daily mythology story generator for parents of young children. Each evening, it picks one of 4 mythological figures, generates a new bedtime story rooted in actual mythology, and reads it loud in soft, natural voice. The tool? Lovable. Browser based, conversational, handles the front end and the back end, the database, the authentication, and the deployment. No setup, no terminal. 18 months ago, this would have required a developer, a weekend, and a lot of setup. Today, here's how far one browser-based AI builder can actually take a non-coder. Prompt 1. Build an app called Daily Story. Each evening, it picks one of the 4 mythological figures, generates a short bedtime story for a young child rooted in actual mythology, and reads it aloud. That is deliberately underspecified. No database schema, no voice provider, no bedtime user experience. The point is to see what the tool assumes, because those assumptions are where AI builds usually break. 90 seconds in, a working scaffold, clean interface, a button, a list of 4 figures. The story slot is empty because the AI hasn't been wired in yet, but the structure is real. The first 90% of a basic app no longer takes 3 weeks, it takes 90 seconds. Prompt 2. Wire in story generation. It generates. Tap one of the figures, the story comes back. It's wrong. Reads on the screen. Hanuman, the brave monkey god, flew across the sea to rescue Princess Sita. The end. That's not a story, that's a Wikipedia summary. A child would fall asleep for the wrong reasons. Rewrite the prompt. The story should be 3 to 5 minutes long when read aloud. Include sensory detail, include a problem and a resolution, match the tone of an Indian grandmother telling the story, not an encyclopedia. Try again. The story is better. There is a moment with the smell of forest air, a description of fear before the leap, a real ending. But the language is too sophisticated for a young child. Add one more constraint, short sentences. Words a small child can understand. Repetition where it helps. Third try, it works. This is the part nobody explains well about building with AI tools. The first version is always wrong, the second is closer, the third is what you ship. The skill is not coding, the skill is knowing what's wrong and how to ask for it. Now the feature with a real chance of failing. The app needs to read story out loud, not in generic synthetic voice, in the kind of voice you would actually want a child to hear before sleep. Soft, slightly accented, female. This requires connecting to a voice synthesis service called 11 Labs, an external integration, the kind of step that usually breaks builds. The first attempt fails. The error mentions an application programming interface key. Lovable explains in 3 sentences what an API key is, where to get the 11 Labs key, and where to paste it. 4 minutes later, it's fixed. Tap the figure. The voice in your speakers right now was generated 30 seconds ago. A story that was generated 45 seconds ago in an app that did not exist 73 minutes ago. Story, voice, app, deployment, all real. Deploy. Lovable handles this one button. The app is now live at Real Uniform Resource Locator. That is not product market fit. It is not even validation. It is the first useful signal. A person who didn't build it, understood it, used it, and wanted the next story. The honest summary, total elapsed time, blank browser to a deployed app, 47 minutes. Now the honest part. This app has problems. The story length varies by 3 minutes. The voice mispronounces Subramanya every single time. There is no way for a parent to save a story their child liked. Each one of them is fixable. None of them are fixable without someone who knows what they are doing. To take this from a working prototype to something a parent would actually use every night, another 40 hours of work would be needed, or a developer for 2 days. But here's what actually shifted. The bar for I can try my idea has dropped from 5 years of coding experience to 1 afternoon and patience with prompts. If you have an idea sitting in your Notes app, a tool your team needs, a resource for your students, a story app your child would actually use, this is the year you run the test. Worst case, you waste a Sunday. Best case, you have found something that didn't exist on Friday.